Hey everybody, I'm really not used to this whole YouTube thing, so give me a break, okay? But today we're going to be talking about how I started getting into opioid addiction. If you guys haven't already, follow my Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok, and also my backup TikTok, because TikTok keeps taking all my videos down, so it's just, yeah, so let's get on to the video. So it was in like September, and I got this boyfriend, okay? And he seemed like he was a good boyfriend, you know? So I would go over to his house like pretty much every single day. And it eventually got to like we were taking some Xans with each other. And then he started getting like very like abusive. Like he thought punching me and shit was fun and like funny. So that's just like, I was like weirded out by that, so I distanced myself. But we got really close again, and he started introducing me to perks. And like, he would pick up like 2, like every week for me and him. And my first time trying it, he was right there. And I had a piece of tinfoil, a lighter, and tutor. So I'm not going to explain how I did it, but I smoked it. And it makes you throw up sometimes. So when I did it first, I felt so high, but then I threw up. And then it started to go every single day. We would smoke it every single day. We hung out because I loved it. As soon as he introduced me to it, I was obsessed. Like, it felt so good. Like, BW, it's perk 30s, okay? Not no Xans. But it felt so good to me, I just wanted to keep doing it. And we would just be, every night we would watch movies, we would smoke it, he'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go throw up. I'm like, okay, bye. Then he comes back. And then we're like waiting for a while. And I'm like, ugh, I need to throw up too. I just go to the bathroom and throw up. That was pretty much our days together. That was pretty much our hangouts. Throwing up, in cars smoking it, or at his crib smoking it. So it was just a lot of doing it. But I started distancing myself from him because he started like not my type really anymore. So that's when I started picking up myself. Hold on. That's when I started picking up by myself. So I didn't have a job, so I found a way to make money online. Okay. And I was getting all this money and buying all these perks. And I was doing them every single day. But I was really, like, not addicted, and my tolerance was really low. So I could only, like, smoke, like, 4 hits off of it, and I'd be high as fuck for, like, the whole day. Not the whole day. But then, like, I would only smoke it, like, twice a day and just hit, like, 3 to 4 hits, and I'd be high. But over time, over these months, this was in September, and now it's April. Now I have to smoke a whole entire perk to get high, which is very upsetting to me when I think about it, because I went from hitting it twice a day, only 3 hits, and now I'm smoking 3 to 4 perks a day. And keep in mind, they're not cheap. They're like $30 to $35 one pill. And they're tiny. I would show you one, but I don't want this to get taken down. But they're like this small. And my life began to completely become shit. All my friends hated when I do it, so I lost all my friends because I chose this over anybody else. So I started just hanging by myself in my room, just doing it, just smoking it every single day. My parents started to notice because I would start to get all this black stuff that when you light it, it turns like black on the bottom. So there was black stuff all over my bed, on my blankets, on my squishmallows, on my pillow, on my sheet, like it was everywhere. So they started noticing it, you know? They noticed that I was throwing up a lot. They noticed that I was never coming out of my room. And they noticed that I was sleeping a lot. So it just became a habit, just doing it constantly every single day. And it doesn't make you really hungry. So I was like not hungry ever because I was doing this every single day. So I lost so much weight, like unhealthy amount of weight. And it really screwed me over. I started to lose my hair. I was freezing all the time. I had to like bundle up. I was in Florida for a week and I had to wear sweatpants and a big sweatshirt because I was still freezing in 7-degree weather. Like, it was terrible. But let's talk about the withdrawals from this, which is the bad part. Obviously, when you have no money, you can't pick up, right? After 4 hours of not having a perk, once my tolerance grew, obviously, withdrawals don't start until you've had a really big tolerance like I have now, which is like 3 to 4 perks a day. Now my tolerance has fucked me over. Because now the withdrawals, if I don't have it for 4 hours without a perk, I start going into this really bad withdrawal state. And let me explain it to you. But even when I explain it to you, you still won't understand unless you have gone through it, okay? So my withdrawals, I was freezing, like freezing cold. And then all of a sudden, I would get super hot and sweaty. And it happened every 2 minutes. So when I was trying to sleep, I'd be freezing, covering up with all my blankets, then burning hot. And I would have to keep switching and switching. But at the same time, you can't sleep. Your head is aching. Your body feels like you want to like crawl outside. It feels like it's not your body. You're constantly like stretching your body because it like doesn't feel right. I could not stand up for more than 30 seconds without having to fall down or lay down. I was in so much pain. I had to take 7 baths a day, hot baths, because that's the only thing that made it go away for a little bit, was a hot bath and sour candy. And you constantly have to move, like your body's just not comfortable at all. I could not sleep at all. I literally was bawling my eyes out because I was so tired. But I just couldn't sleep, you know? And I'm honestly gonna say this. I've broken my legs, broke my arm, I broke my thumb, I broke my neck. But the withdrawals was the worst pain I've ever had in my life. Even after all the breaks, after my tattoos, after everything, the withdrawals were the worst pain I've ever had. And it really fucked my life up. And now I'm stuck doing it every single day, constantly. And I have no friends anymore because nobody wants to be seen around me when I'm doing this, you know? Like, they think it's the end of the world that I'm doing this, which I get, but like at the same time, I don't get it anymore. So now I'm just stuck here in my bed every single day, smoking my perk, throwing up, eating only fruit and sour candy. My life is miserable, I'm not gonna lie, because it changes your thinking. it like covers all the happiness in your brain when you do this. So after a while, you're so depressed every single day. You hate it. You don't want to smoke it at all anymore, but you can't stop. You can't. Because the withdrawals were that bad, you consistently had to keep picking up. You consistently had to keep doing it. Or you would feel the worst pain of your life. Hi, I'm Taylor, and that's my perk story. So everybody subscribe, and I have a lot more stories. Like, a lot. That's just how I got introduced to perks and how I am now. It's pretty miserable. But I hope you guys all have a good day. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you later. Bye.